Here.
And Mrs. Ward.
Here.
All right. It is recommended that the governing board approve the agenda as submitted. Do I have a motion?
Motion?
So moved. Second?
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries. All right, do we have an update on the public health metrics?
Yes, we do. President Anderson and governing board members, we will be switching ownership of this presentation. President Anderson, can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Well, again, governing board members, President Anderson, thank you for this opportunity to provide you with a brief update before we head into our other agenda items. Our commitment since the beginning of the pandemic have been to the safety of our students, staff, and community, that we provide an outstanding learning and instructional environment, that we care for our staff and our students and their needs, and that we also provide options to parents during this time. And in June, the governing board approved 4 options for the reopening of Levine schools. But as we all know, June and July were the level of community spread of COVID-19 in Maricopa was very high. And therefore, we began this school year using our distance learning plan, waiting to see when we could actually begin our daily on-site learning. One of the things, and in early August, the ADE down there in the bottom left-hand corner released its guidance for the safe return of in-person learning. What we have said all along is that we will not set any dates for the beginning of on-site in-person learning until we have data that says that it is safe to do so. These 2 charts in front of me, in front of you, have been burned into my mind, and we've been monitoring the data now for weeks. And I'm very happy to say that as of 9 a.m. this morning, that the Levine School District community is in the moderate range. And because we are in the moderate range, we can begin a hybrid model of instruction, which takes us back to these 4 options. In other words, we can provide both on-site and online learning. Board members, this is the data that we have been tracking, and I want to, you can see the week that the data came from, when it was reported. There's a 2-week lag there. And then we are looking, of course, at the cases per 100K, the percent positivity, and the percent COVID-like hospital visits. If you look down here at the bottom, last Thursday and this Thursday's data put us in the range that we need to be moderate for 2 consecutive weeks. That is the benchmark that must be met for a school district to safely resume a hybrid option. And so we are very excited to see that. And that is why we have the agenda items that we have, we're requesting your approval of tonight, or recommending your approval. I also wanted to bring you up to date on our parent and teacher surveys that we have done in the last few weeks. Looking here to your left, the parent survey, we have 43% of our parents that chose on-site learning as their option, and 55% that are either choosing to be online for the entire year, or as part of our flexible distance learning, online for at least the second quarter. And then 2% of our parents chose Estrella Foothills Global Academy. On the right, you will see our teacher survey where 72% of our teachers said that they preferred in-person or they had no preference with respect to instruction. So what's next? Well, if you go back to this, you can see that this creates a huge puzzle for us to solve with respect to our staffing and our assignments of students to classrooms. And I want to say thank you to the puzzle masters, the logistical legends of our and our administrative team, our HR team, our school administrators who have been working to put all of the pieces of this puzzle together, along with all of our other departments, and then for our staff who have shown huge flexibility. And this next quarter is going to require a lot of flexibility to make every option happen for our parents and to stay within our mitigation strategies. But we have a team that can do that. And I just want to say thank you. I know how hard folks have been working in this district to pull this together so that we can make the recommendations that you are going to see tonight. We have also begun the process of training and preparing our staff. In fact, yesterday we had a half-day PD. We have a document, a handbook for our staff. This is a section of it. All of our teachers went over that with their school administrators. And throughout and then again, we've made a recommendation for 3 half days for next week to continue to train and prepare our staff for the beginning of the second quarter. Upon your approval tonight, we will also begin the process of communicating with our parents what the second quarter will look like. We also have, just as we have a staff handbook here, we also have a parent handbook that will be going out so that our parents feel that they are fully prepared no matter which option. Obviously, most of this training and preparing and communicating deals with our parents and our who are sending their students to school in person, and of course, preparing our staff and teachers for that. And then finally, our support services continues to prepare. That would be our transportation, child nutrition facilities. Folks are all preparing for quarter 2 as well. And that concludes my presentation, unless you have any questions or discussion.
I don't have any questions, but as always, I know, as you said, it's a super difficult puzzle, and all of that work that goes into solving that is beyond appreciated. So thank you, everyone.
Yep, absolutely. It's very exciting to see the numbers are decreasing. Hopefully that just continues as we carry on each week. So thank you for all that time you guys put into all of the schedules and the timing of all of that. I know that, like Jill said, is a lot of work. All right, any other comments or questions or discussions with this? Okay. All right, we'll move on to the agenda item. It's recommended the governing board approve the implementation of the district's adopted hybrid instructional model on October 12th, 2020.
Motion from Jill.
Second from Isaac.
Okay, and all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, motion carries. And in terms of the calendar, the governing board approved the proposed revisions to the 2020 to 21 district calendar. Do I have a motion?
Motion, Jill.
This is Isaac, I'll second.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Great. A regular meeting of the governing board will be held on October 1st, 2020. The meeting will be held at 5:30 p.m. unless otherwise posted in the Levine Education Center located at 5001 West Dobbins Road. Okay, I guess that is all we have. So motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second,
Who said it first?
sounded like you. You said motion to adjourn the meeting.
All right, I motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
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 Aye. All right, awesome. All right, all, thanks very much for all that you do.
Yes, thank you. Happy birthday to Mrs. Thomas. I will not forget her birthday either.
Thank you, Jill. Appreciate that.
Okay. Get home and celebrate.
Will do.
Okay. Bye, everyone.
All right, happy birthday, Jill.
Thank you.
Aye.
Bye-bye.
Aye. Happy birthday, Joe.
Thank you.